Hello and good evening from Look North. The Dawood family, who disappeared from Bradford after a pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia, are now thought to have crossed into Syria. News of the family emerged just a day after we learnt that a teenager from Dewsbury had become Britain's youngest suicide bomber. Well, today mosques have used Friday prayers to reflect on a week that has seen Yorkshire at the centre of the debate around terrorism and extremist views. Ian White has our main report.
Sandwiched between Dewsbury and Bradford, they've been keeping a close eye on the shocking events of the last week at this mosque in Huddersfield. Here at the weekly Friday prayers, people have gathered to hear reassurance and guidance from the Imam and community leaders. But today the Prime Minister said mosques should be doing more to educate young people and to move away from condoning some actions and views which could be seen by some as being similar to those of extremists.
There are people who hold some of these views, who don't go as far as advocating violence, but who do buy into some of these prejudices, giving the extreme Islamist narrative weight and telling fellow Muslims, you are part of this.
Could that be why 17-year-old Tala Asmal fled to Syria from Dewsbury and became the UK's youngest suicide bomber? The local MP doesn't think so.
I see a willingness to engage with all parts of the community in Dewsbury. Obviously there are individuals, but I think we need to take a very firm line with those to ensure that that sort of behaviour is clearly unacceptable.
We all need to be much more vigilant about what young people are doing. Mosques need to be much more assertive about speaking out against extremism.
Today's sermon at the Spains Road Mosque in Huddersfield emphasised loyalty to Britain and said Muslims should be friends to all people in our society.
I think the Muslim community has to rethink itself and say, why is it that a British Muslim born and bred here, who actually has everything in terms of the way of life, can suddenly become radicalised? Why have they become radicalised? And I'm very fortunate to say that within our community, because of our local connections and because we know what's going on, that we don't have that aspects.
Everyone here has a sense of belonging, and their faith is strong, and they are very against this ISIS extremism and terrorism.
There are hundreds of mosques across Yorkshire, not all preaching the same message. That's got to change, says David Cameron, if we're to prevent young people being radicalised in the future. Ian White, BBC Look North, Huddersfield.